Every day, Hari and Ravi sit down to have their meals. Ravi eats ragi mudde, sambar and a lot of green vegetables. Whereas Hari doesn't have the food he is served. Hari only wants to eat oily biscuits and cakes from the shop. Ravi was growing up to be a strong and healthy boy, but Hari looked weak and unhealthy. Whenever they used to climb the tree, Ravi would climb up very easily. But for Hari, it would take a lot of effort to do the same. One day, Ravi and Hari were sitting in the park. It suddenly started raining, so they both got up and started running back home. Ravi started gaining speed. All those nutritious food in his stomach started giving him energy to run faster. His legs were strong enough to swiftly carry him home. Hari, on the other hand, started sweating and panting. He had difficulty in keeping up with Ravi. He had nothing nutritious in his stomach to give him energy. His legs couldn't hold him up, and he fell down on a puddle and bruised himself. When he finally reached home, he was all drenched and was in pain. Later that night, Hari had a bad fever because he got drenched in the rain. He silently made a promise to eat well and nutritious food like Ravi.
They say that a good plant is a result of a good seed and proper nourishment. Similarly, to have a good health, the first thing which we all should have is good and healthy food to provide with the basic requirements or fuel to our body. But as I said, a tree cannot be strong if the seed is not nourished. So we have to take care of our body since the first day. Hence, the small children or even the teenagers are at the initial stages of life where a lot of time should be contributed to take proper care of their health. Therefore, maintaining a proper balanced diet is the first step towards a healthy lifestyle. But sadly, most of the students skip their well-nourished meals to consume junk foods, which are definitely tasty but detrimental to our health as well. Most of the children like to eat instant foods like noodles and wafers and chocolates as their breakfast by skipping the proper meals, which henceforth leads to deficiencies of some very important nutrients and vitamins that are important for the proper functioning of our body. So now, let's take a look at the deficiencies which are caused so that we can get a bit more alert about taking care of our body.
Iron deficiency. The most widespread nutritional deficiency worldwide is iron deficiency. Iron deficiency can lead to anemia. This is a blood disorder that causes fatigue, weakness, and a variety of other symptoms. Iron is found in foods such as dark leafy greens, red meat, and egg yolks. It helps our body to make red blood cells. When we are iron deficient, our body produces fewer red blood cells. These red blood cells which are produced are smaller and paler than the healthy ones. Also, these blood cells are less efficient at delivering oxygen to tissues and organs.
Vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A is a group of nutrients crucial for eye health and functioning and reproductive health in men and women. It also plays a part in strengthening the immune system against infections. For newborn babies, the best source of vitamin A is breast milk. For everyone else, it's important to eat plenty of foods high in vitamin A. These include milk, eggs, green vegetables such as broccoli and spinach, orange vegetables such as carrots and pumpkin, reddish yellow fruits such as papaya, peaches, etc.
Calcium deficiency. Calcium helps your body develop strong bones and teeth. It also helps your heart, nerves, and muscles work the way they should. A calcium deficiency often doesn't show symptoms right away, but it can lead to serious health problems over time. If you aren't consuming enough calcium, your body may use the calcium from your bones instead. This leads to bone loss. The best sources of calcium are dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese, calcium said tofu, small fish with bones, vegetables such as kale and broccoli also have calcium. Many cereals and grains are calcium fortified.
What is protein deficiency? Protein deficiency is when your intake is unable to meet your body's requirements. An estimated 1 billion people worldwide suffer from inadequate protein intake. The problem is especially severe in Central Africa and South Asia, where up to 30% of children get too little protein from their diet. Some of the protein deficiency symptoms may start to occur even when the deficiency is marginal. Some symptoms can also be typical to that of kwashiorkor. They are edema, fatty liver, skin, hair and nail problems, loss of muscle mass, greater risk of bone fractures, stunted growth in children, increased severity of infections, greater appetite and calorie intake.
Obesity. Overweight and obesity are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that may impair health. The major cause of obesity and overweight is an energy imbalance between calories consumed and calories expended, an increased intake of food that are high in fat and sugars, and lack of physical activity due to sedentary nature of work or indolence. Common health consequences of overweight and obesity are cardiovascular diseases, musculoskeletal disorders, diabetes. Obesity is largely preventable. On an individual level, one can limit energy intake from total fats and sugars, increase consumption of fruit and vegetables, as well as legumes, whole grains and nuts, and engage in regular physical activity.
Thus, when the need of the hour is taking care of our health, we all should be eating proper nutritious food which would have carbohydrates, vitamins, and proteins.